Hello again. I've got an interesting topic to discuss. Um, I reached out to my Facebook, put a post out there. Does anybody have any interesting topics that they think would be a good topic for discussion? To add to my video documentary. Um, and one of my friends mentioned suicide. You know, and after speaking with this person, I decided, yeah, you know what, that's a good idea because it's one of those things you actually do see a lot more often. And there are a lot of different things that go unforeseen. Like, for instance, suicide isn't always directly, you know, one doing something to kill themselves. Some people starve themselves to death. Some people drink themselves to death. They drug themselves to death. People commit suicide in many ways. But the point being, you know, the whole purpose of life is to live it. Why is there individuals being driven to those extremes where they actually feel the need to take their own life? Life is a beautiful thing. Living life is a beautiful thing. Even in the most messed up points of that life, it's still a beautiful thing to live life and experience life. Experience those traumatic experiences that change you and mold you and help you to develop into who you are. I don't regret anything I've been through. I don't regret none of it because all of it made me who I am today. Every fucked up situation, everything that I've done, everything that somebody's done to me, everything made me who I am right now. I may not have a fucking pot to piss in, but I have a mind and I have a body that are both capable of doing, you know, amazing things. And I know they are because I know who I am. There's been many people, humans in existence, that have done amazing things. I can name off a list right now. But what is stopping humans now from doing the same, similar, or better things? We are not raising our children to believe what is needed. They go to school and they learn these different subjects, history and science and mathematics, and granted, there are things that will help them in the future if they plan on supporting the economy and being another uh, piece of commerce. We need to raise our children to understand life, to understand physicality and mentality, spirituality, not religion, not, okay, go and read this book and live your life based off of that book. Somebody else wrote that book. Someone else wrote those scriptures. You can't tell me anything otherwise. Why do we search so much without when everything we need is within? You can see it. You look at the news, there's no such thing as good news. You got 12-year-old girls committing suicide and live streaming it. So set on definitively taking their own life that they post a video live stream so that the world can see them kill themselves. Rest in peace. Caitlin Davis, 12-year-old girl, live stream her own death. What could have possibly forced this girl to feel the need to take her own life? At 12 years old, she barely lived life. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm not, it's not to say that she was crazy or anything was wrong with her, because I've seen people driven to those extremes. I myself spent a long period of my life, getting intoxicated, drinking mass amounts of liquor, trying to numb the pain. Never did I feel like I was sure that I wanted to kill myself. I mean, there's been times where I was drunk and upset to the point of tears, and maybe decided, oh, maybe I'll go shoot a cop so they'll shoot back at me. You know, there was points in my life where I felt like dying would have been a good way out and escape. But I'm obviously still sitting here in front of you because I realized the value of life. The whole purpose of life is to live it. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but they were human beings, the same creature as ourselves, you and I, in the past, who were reading the future from the stars. You know, doing these amazing feats of nature. Why does every human being alive not have these same capabilities? Why is every human being alive not telling the future from the stars and telling, you know, doing other amazing things? Telekinesis, you know, pyrokinesis, using more than 10% of their minds. Why are we not developmentally more advanced than you? You always hear, oh, well, this person did this in the past. This person did this in the past. Well, what about now? The most important moment of our lives is the moment that we are in right now. Everything that has ever happened to you, everything you've ever done is preparation for the moment you are in. Time is unity. All things that ever was or ever will be forever, in every direction, all fall within the jurisdiction of time because time is a calculation created by man. We created time to decide whether we got our fair share in living life. How much did we amass in such period of time? Success is not how much you can gain, it's how much you could do for your fellow man, for humanity, for life, for existence. What can you do for the other creatures that are alive on this planet? We're supposed to be the dominant species. Since when is exerting dominance killing those other creatures and eating them? I watched a video the other night that brought me to tears, watching little baby chickens being put on a conveyor belt and dropped into a meat grinder because they were male and could not produce eggs. Baby chickens, not even given the chance to survive. What is our world coming to? We are at the point where men and women wake up every day, departmentalized, institutionalized, decide that at this set time in existence, I have to leave, get in this car, put some paper, hand some paper to some guy that put some chemical called gasoline into my vehicle so I can get to this place and I can sit there for 8 hours or more so I can get more paper to put into the gas tank the next day and just continue this cycle. And they wonder where they get these statistics like recidivism. Yeah, of course people are going to go back to jail because they don't got to fucking pay taxes. They get a free gym membership, free place to sleep, free hots in a cot, free meals every day. You know, a library where they can pick up books depending on what's been fucking donated. You gotta be fucking kidding me. 12 years old. This girl took her life. You know, I may not have a pot to piss in, but due to a few small things that have happened in my life, like this little creature right here. See this little amazing creature? I have nothing. I have about 100 hours to my name, but this little creature makes my life amazing. You see this big creature over here?